Morris waiting for me on the bench. Good morning, everyone. I have good news. Last night he let me pick him up, bring him in the house, give him his antibiotic, and I took him outside and he wasn't mad at me. That was great. Hi, Stripey. Stripey is still thinking Morris smells funny, and he's hissed at him a couple of times. It's very common when cats come home from the vet behavior. Hopefully that'll fix itself quickly. So we are headed up to see Kyle and Scott up at NC Car, the whole out of spec crew up there. The Lighship is there. We're going to test the Cybertruck today. Looking forward to that. It is warmer, more humid, and very windy out here today. But we're supposed to be having that cooler air come in. I guess that's why it's so windy. But literally, I've looked out this morning and seen tree crap just coming out of the trees like it's rain. I've watered what needs to be watered this morning. The Idealia here is starting to open up its blooms. This might not look like much the rest of the year, but I'm trying to get it so you can appreciate the little bell-shaped flowers. But it's very pretty when it does its thing. And the hummingbirds like it. And the whole thing is covered in bloom. So it's starting. That's good. You know, I blew the driveway yesterday. All the way. And this is all oak stuff, I think. It's very annoying. Look at my rose bush opened up. This is one of those drift roses here in the front. And, you know, it's looking very pretty. So a lot more to open up that are ready to go. There's a knockout behind the money. Dawn's watering my garden up here. My flower garden. The white azalea during the day. So that's all looking good. Yeah, hopefully we can get in the Cybertruck without tracking in all of this oak stuff. There's one more thing in the side yard I wanted to show you. My wisteria is blooming. Yeah, I guess this wind is from all of the, like I said, that cold air that's coming in. And you can see a little bit of what I did last night with the begonias. The peony had 3 or 4 blooms and looked really pretty. It's not my idea of the peonies I grew up with in Trenton, but it's nice. When I bought that one, I mistakenly thought they all looked the way the ones in Trenton do, and that's just not true. I'm older and a little smidge, just a smidge wiser now. And here's the wisteria. Now remember, I said this is not your standard roadside variety. This is a cultivar. I believe this came from the garden hut years ago. Wasn't doing anything in the shade. Likes this spot a lot better. So, and all the little trees are looking good, and the mama bluebird is in and out of her house like she's supposed to be, and everything is good. I stood up one of my plants already, but I think I've wedged them up better now. All right. Go in and blow my nose. The pollen. Well, I came out here to do my thing, and I accidentally scared Morris. And trust me, I told him it was okay and talked nice to him and said he could come back, and he just kept on going. Now, it'll calm down after we leave, and if he wants up here, he'll come up here. So I've decided that even though the mount for the roof of the Cybertruck isn't here yet, I'm going to throw the Starlink Mini on the dash today and try to video edit on the road. That would be really helpful. So first off, I'm going to blow some of this crap away so it won't get in the truck. Then I'm going to pull the truck out, and then I'm going to mess with the Mini. So Julio had recommended a little divider thing for the glove box, and I have it. It's here, and I thought I'd go ahead and pop it in. Let me get it out of the box. So apparently this is for the big area, okay? And then it gave me a little pad here for the side area that I'm going to install. So the papers won't go down now because of this, but that's fine. If you had some little stuff you wanted to be in there, and the papers being on top is not really a big deal. So I guess I would have liked the protective tray, but without the divider in the center if I had to redo it. You know, I'm all about protecting the new vehicle right now still, so it's time.
We're doing it. We're going to take a road trip today back up to the track, and Marianne wants to be able to upload her videos and edit and stuff and not wait till we get home.
Yeah, I don't want to be editing at 9 o'clock tonight when we pull back in, or whatever time it ends up being is better for me if that's not the case.
That's right. So
we were going to wait for the mount, but the mount won't be here to Tuesday. That's so for today, it's going to be here.
Right. So in the box, I love the pictures.
Yeah. Well, you know, since I'm used to Lego, this probably works for me because Lego refuses to have words, and there's no words there either.
And since we don't have any other cables other than, we're using just what came in the box
for today.
So we're going to use the little AC adapter that came with the Starlink.
Yeah, the barrel connector.
Goes. I could not come up with that.
Well, it's only because I read it 5-10 minutes ago that I knew what to call it.
And then they've got included a cable.
A cable.
It's 25 feet. I think. Well, of course, it's in meters, but the rough equivalent of 25 feet. I forget, 8 meters or something like that.
Sure.
And
oh, like a piece of paper. That's probably safety or warranty or safety.
And then I don't know exactly what this is. Is this some kind of a mount?
Yeah, in case you want to put it on a pole.
Oh, in case you want to put it on a pole. Sure, that makes perfect sense. Duh. All right. Well, I don't think we need the pole thing. So yeah. I'm just going to leave the pole thing here. And I'm going to go plug, I guess we just, well, let's follow the pictures.
Let's amaze.
It wants to plug it into the back of the thing first.
Sure.
And then I guess position it, and then I guess plug it in.
And then scan the QR code.
Right, so we're gonna plug it into the undo the cable, plug it in.
All right. Well, you don't need to see that. We'll be back in a minute. Just did it too. He tried to open the back door with the front door button, and you know why us Model X drivers do that? Because of both of the buttons are in the middle.
That's correct.
I've done that 100 times since we've had the truck. It's so annoying. Maybe eventually I'll learn. I doubt it.
It's 2 barrel connectors on each end.
Are they the same?
Yeah, I would say they're irrelevant of which way. Now, I noticed that they've got a little weatherproofing seals on them, which is
a fancy grommet.
Yeah, fancy grommet. Thank God. Listen to that, girl.
My husband's trained me well.
Yeah. All right. So
well, we talked grommets when we put the one up on the chimney because you had to weatherproof where the cable came in, kind of a thing.
I guess this other, well, since we're here, I'm assuming this is, all right, it's too hard to get out. I can't get it out. So I'm going to plug it in.
Yeah, when we ordered the Veritas mount, as recommended by our friend Adam,
I would say that's
snug. It's
very
nice.
Weatherproof.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is if you want to hook it up to Ethernet. External Ethernet. All right, so I have done my part.
All right, I'll be back in a minute. The pollen's killing me. So I guess for this procedure, the only question we have is, does it matter which way it points? Is there any orientation that's preferred based on, that Cybertruck owners or other people using it in the car have found putting it up there? I don't know.
I do believe I have it plugged in.
You do believe you have it plugged in? All right, well, come back and scan that QR code. You need the box.
I need the box.
Yeah, I told Don to bring the box because I may put it away after I'm done editing. Pull it. I don't want to leave it up on the dash where it can slide around any longer than I need it.
It just wants you to open the app.
Yeah, I'm sure it just wants you to open the app. And I have the app on my phone, but we'll just let you handle that.
Okay. This is Starlink. There it is.
We did order it on Dawn's account for our family, so it ought to know about.
Yeah, I have no idea what. Select Starlink. Mini. Okay.
All right, there's a pillow there now. It's got it up against the glass pretty good. I think the Mini's protected. I think the truck's protected. And we're hooked up. Part of our problem is probably we don't have as unobstructed a view of the sky as we need in this location. I was able to go in there and rename it to Starlink Case and put in a password so not just anybody can use it. And I think it's coming and going because of the clouds and the obstructions, but out in the highway that won't be a case, and it seems to be working now. So did we hiccup just a little bit? We did. Make sure you can point at the open sky better for your first hookup. Did we get it going in under 15 minutes? We also did. Navigate to the North Carolina Center for Automotive Research. NC car, or the out-of-spec track. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. And it's cold.
Yeah.
Case is showing 62 degrees.
Yeah, definitely wearing my little...
My jacket's in the thing in the back. I do have a jacket. I currently got short sleeves, but with the wind, it's a little cold. Ha! Well, it's not a great sunny day anyway, but my view of the front windshield will be even more obscured than normal. It shows us getting there at 1:44, and I'm not sure that includes stopping anywhere to charge. Can you see good enough with that thing up there?
Yeah, it's not bothering me.
Okay, hopefully FSD doesn't care either.
Right. I don't think so.
Well, I haven't tried to do any kind of a speed test or anything, but I have to say that it's just as fast as if I was at home sitting on the couch, maybe even faster. It's not slowing me down one little bit. It hasn't shifted up here. Of course, we haven't had any emergency braking or anything, but it's wedged up there pretty good. And I am tickled pink. I am. This is great for me. Johnny could have used this a few times coming and going from UNCC too, trying to do homework in the car. That could be a game changer for them also. Pretty neat cloud in front of us. We're here at the Oasis. We're not trying to do a range test today, just a proof of it's all working good and a little bit more of a drive and stuff. So we don't need 80% charge at the track today, but I wanted to use the restroom, and we just pulled in here for a minute. So all's good. I just finished video editing, so that's fantastic. I guess it really likes down here for the Cybertruck. I'm surprised it didn't pull into one of those closer. I mean, what makes it, don't you know, sometimes you just want to know what's in its head as to why it chose this far away.
That's right.
I don't know, but I mean, it's fine, but. So we're going to run in and use the restroom, and that's probably as long as we'll be here. We're currently at 46%. We're probably going to stop at the Smithfield for barbecue on the way home, and we plan to plug in over there now that we know that there's a charger there.
Yep.
See, it's popping up the pin. The door wasn't open. His butt wasn't off the seat. We haven't even left the car, and yet to move it again, it wants to pin, and that is totally different behavior from what I've always had with Ruby, and quite annoying, I might add, because it knows if your backside's left the seat or not. Alrighty. It was good to stretch our legs for a minute. I'm just checking out who's all here. What states? It's Virginia. I thought I saw this car in this spot the other day when we were here. It must have been a different Ioniq 5. The Cybertruck pulled up after we pulled up very shortly after. Nice roof racks. I kind of like the styling up there. It was pretty cool. They still got their aero covers on. And here we are. Yes, there's a Rivian down there on the end. So it's dropped to 52 degrees and it's still windy. Don says we'll be in one of the vehicles or inside the building at the track. It's not a great day for doing a lot of standing around. Although if the nice guy that does the Scoots channel wants to film another video with Don and the big wheel, I'm sure we can handle that, right? You're game for a video with the big wheel, but other than that, we'd be inside something where it's warmer. Right. Looks like the rain, they had a little, we knew they were going to have a little more here than we were at the house. Going to be out of here by 2, and it's already 1:40. There's a third Cybertruck, and it's got a black wrap too, although the closer one that's already parked is matte, and that one is gloss.
Oh, that's right.
And we had a Silverado come through, but not stay over here. He's fixing to come back into view. I don't know why he chose to go over there instead of be over here.
Yeah, those are version 3.
Yeah, those are slower. Is that the one with the super honking huge battery? Yeah, I get them confused.
Big battery.
The big battery, like 200 kilowatts or something. I don't know.
We'll have to ask Kyle and or Andy.
Why would he go over to the old chargers?
Right, well, because of the he's got the adapter over there. He can use the adapter over there. And then the other thing is the version 4s can do 800 volts. And I don't remember, is the Silverado 800 volt pack?
I don't. Again, we talk about charging because we think it's interesting to people and it gives us something to talk about, but not because we like super duper care. So you put in home so we don't have to stop again, or maybe, or
well, I was letting it go. You said, Kyle said get there about 2 o'clock. So
yeah.
Right now, if we leave right now, we'll be there at 1:59.
At 2. Okay.
So yeah, we could technically put in home.
It has that rain smell outside because we had just enough rain for like the ozone, but not. So the Cyber owners are talking to the Cyber owners over there about their wraps and their trucks. We would welcome conversation, but it's cold, so we'll stay. So we'll stay inside. But if they come over,
social.
But if they come over, we'll talk, or we can roll down the window when we leave. Say hi. We did chat up the other Cybertruck drivers for a bit, but somebody was coming and we were in the way and we couldn't stay and chat as long as I wanted to. Bummer. I should have told Don to go park and I just would have got out and talked to him. And then 4 Cybertruck came in while we were there. So it's 4 Cybertrucks were, I don't know how many Ys. But there was might have been. There was some 3s and an S in there too. Didn't see an X today. Yeah, and there's two Teslas right there coming down the interstate.
There goes the one to get on the road.
And there goes one getting on the road. Okay. Well, it's a little busy here.
Yes, it is.
A little congested. We're supposed to get off at this exit? No. 5 miles.
So I had heard that with new Cybertrucks, saw us standing
Every
close.
time Kyle is with me, I have trouble with the front. Here, take my phone. Blooper.
Well, thank you so much for coming up first.
Oh, you're welcome. It's our pleasure.
Always great to see you guys, but I think this was something more that we're doing out of a courtesy to Lighship because they really want to see it work with Cybertruck, and they want to see it work on your Cybertruck.
Sure. Well, us too.
Yeah.
We don't like stopping losers. We want to end winners. So, yeah.
Yep. So they have one of their engineers here to do whatever he can to get it to work with your vehicle.
Okay.
I had heard Starlinks didn't work with the Cybertruck newer production glass, or was it older production? I think it was newer production, but you've got it out the windshield.
Today.
I'd be really curious before you mount it up there to make sure it works.
Okay.
But that's just something I vaguely remember hearing online. Could be totally inaccurate.
Yeah, I have this fancy system set up here today. There's a pillow underneath a blanket to kind of hold it up to the glass.
It works.
Yeah, how much older is Adam's Cybertruck than ours? It's not a lot older, but
6 months.
6 months.
6 months or something, because he's got the Veritas mount up on the back seat window glass and is working. I would not be pleased if my mount comes Tuesday and then it won't work through the glass. Right. So hopefully, I want you to have remembered wrong.
Yeah, I want to as well, because I think, honestly, I don't understand why Cybertruck doesn't come included with Starlink.
Yeah, we would have paid. We would have paid for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
No, that would have been good option. You know, they offer all the, even that aftermarket, you know, you try to do the window tint, you know, that doesn't come at delivery. You're just like, well, wait a minute. Why am I going to pay premium price for window tinting? And then I have to schedule the appointment. I have to get the car to the place. I have to do all that. Why would I want to do that? It's like, this is crazy.
Just sell it to me with the thing done.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I would have paid the extra premium.
Well, it was starting to sound like when I got my van all those years ago where Honda wanted to put product all over my car to seal it, you know? I'm like, no, we don't pick up the new vehicle and leave it to get stuff.
Right.
So do you know where Tesla, Tino, has Starlink mounted on their Cybertruck? I should go pay attention.
Yeah, well, he has an older one. So
yeah.
It should work.
But I'm thinking...
I've seen his build before. It might be on the rack.
I'm thinking the rack right here, and you just put it up there or something would have been.
If no one's riding in the back of your Cybertruck too often, I would push it all the way back and then route the cable behind the backrest.
Sure, well, Lord knows the cable is long enough.
Yeah. But you're going to mount it inside is your plan.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
So I would put it, you know, as far back as the glass
Yes,
allows.
I agree.
That way it's out of your
vision.
Yeah, you don't have a cable behind you that can, you know, do stuff.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Besides that, I need that up there for my hat holder. You know,
No.
That's right. There you go.
Not in my truck. I'll dedicate other spaces for your hat, but not there. No. Since Kyle just pulled in from the Outer Banks, he needed to put some charge in the Lighship battery, and
There we go.
yeah, 14.8 kilowatts right now. It's been charging for 20 minutes, so pretty cool. And it is using the NAX outlet here from that charger. Because we talked about this the other day, but we didn't actually show it. So it is charging up a little bit. So we have enough to do some fun stuff with it.
Pressure of this one?
Yeah, this
Last time I was looking at
I brought the thing for the thing.
The inflator. The
He's a
inflator.
real engineer.
Right, and inflate. Thingamajig.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Don lifted it out and said the first thing you'll notice is this one's a lot heavier.
Here, let's do one more.
Yeah, you need your helmet.
Here, kind of hold it for me. I need to get my helmet.
So one of the things on today's test here at the track is I have a coffee pot and I want to make a cup of coffee in the back of the Cybertruck.
Oh, great.
Just because, I mean, it's not like it's complicated or anything, but just for fun, my proof of concept that I can have coffee on the road anytime I need it.
Thing. I said, yeah. See, it's got the light. See, this one's got tail light.
Yeah.
Headlight, roof light.
So Kyle said all week while he's had the Lightship, he's been, he's been hooking it up and unhooking it at least twice a day, and he's down to about 3 minutes. He's got it going now.
So before we film our video, I just want to make sure it truly does work. So we're going to pop around the building and check it out. Keep an eye on the hitch.
He's charging up his video voice, you can tell.
Hello and welcome.
Well, I am filming. I may or may not use this clip. We'll
You
see.
can use it. Throw it in. Hello, viewers.
Yes. Well, I've started saying good morning, everyone, at the beginning of all my videos because they all start in the morning. But darn it, Micah doesn't make videos anymore, and he says, welcome to the grid at the beginning of all of his. And I'm like, darn it, I want to use that one. It's such a good one.
That.
I should.
Don't want to pierce the side of that thing. We're good. Best horn in the business.
Oh, the little pickup truck's coming along there.
Yeah,
I see
it's
that.
Pretty much done. 15. Oh, it's working. Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
We're truck driving, baby.
We're truck driving, baby. Okay.
How freaking awesome is that? Let's not crash into the ambulance. They're cutting the corner.
That was the racing one.
That's how they get extra business.
So what events happening here at the track today? Some motorcycles out there? Or?
No, it's a car event. It's a SCCA performance car track day.
Okay. We came in through the gate and we just said, we're here for Kyle, and he saw the guy at the gate, saw the EV, and he knew.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all those EV people are here for Kyle.
No, there's a few. We have had Taycons, we've had e-tron GTs, bunch of Teslas. Really nice Model S Plaid came the other day. So yeah, some people just bring their EVs here for track days.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, so we'll put it in the same exact spot as where we were last time.
Continuity.
Trailer brake test.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah, fine.
Cool. I'm gonna hop out. You guys good to film?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm happy to hang
Unless
out,
you want
but-
to join. But yeah, I think you should come. Oh, let me grab Alex, actually. I think we'll put Alex in the passenger seat.
Sure.
Because he did this with the Rivian with me.
And then we'll take Starlink out of the front window there.
Yeah, we'll get Starlink out, and then we should be good to roll.
Don's using the ETENWOLF battery-powered charger to inflate the tires on the trailer a bit.
Yeah, it'll update here in a few. Where's your?
I got it in my hand. I'll put it back on.
So did it do okay, Donnie?
Yes, it did. We had to take it did great actually, but this was difficult to hook up. So this one you can unscrew it. So we unscrewed it and we just screwed this straight onto the Schrader valve. Worked like a champ.
Way cool. Kyle said, let's check out service mode for the Cybertruck. Don't find any problems.
Well, it's under warranty, so this
That's
would be
true.
the time to do it. I don't see anything alarming.
Yeah, nothing that looks like
Oh, but except for this one here. Autopilot ECU detects sudden spikes in roll, pitch, or yaw values. Don, were you sliding this thing around?
Actually, no, and neither was I.
Okay. It says it'll clear on the next calibration cycle. So that's unusual. That's
interesting.
Okay, interesting. What else? So all the cameras are online. Everything's happy. I guess one of the issues that has been happening with Cybertrucks are the PCS.
Yeah.
Has been just kind of
PCS
freak
issues.
failing on all of them.
Yeah, that seems to be a common issue that's been plaguing them.
We can go to the sine wave.
Holy crap.
That's a good rattle finder.
Lost in space.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Well, I don't know it.
Rattles or individual speakers. So you can go, for example, and just isolate one speaker.
Oh, it's got that many
Clearly.
speakers in this thing?
Yeah, that's how many speakers you have.
Wow.
And that's the subwoofer. It can't get up that high. It can only go down low. So it runs out of steam up here.
Right, you can't move that big cone.
Right.
Well, that's pretty cool that they developed a way to support all of the speakers they put in the car when people are complaining about their sound quality.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. The ECU, nothing there. Display touch check. Wi-Fi signal. So you're good there. High voltage system, 66.8% state of charge.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Charging. You can see your battery pack temperatures right around 35 degrees Celsius. Very minimal gradient temperature. That's very close.
Yeah.
AC and DC pin temp are identical because it's a NACS car. If you had CCS,
Oh, yeah.
it would have a different DC pin temperature.
Oh, sure, right. Yeah, makes sense.
So your actual battery state of charge is at 70%. This does not include user displayed buffers.
Right, it's, yeah. That's actual SOC.
Okay.
So, what are the...
So there is a little buffer.
Pressurized high voltage battery, which you can do because this has the Wade
Oh, right, yeah.
function.
Oh, you can go into water. You can pressurize it so the water, it can't.
Yeah.
Water
That tests
ingress.
the integrity of the enclosure seal.
Right, so it's basically a leak test.
That's cool.
Is kind of cool that you can do that. Yeah. This probably shows the wiring diagram in the low voltage.
Yeah, it does. We'll get over there.
Nothing that I works on does that, so.
Right, it will be. Give it a couple years though.
Yeah.
You're at 46.87 volts, 100% on the medium voltage battery. Never saw mine get up to 100.
Really?
I think it would go up to 98, maybe.
Interesting.
Connector reference. Here we go.
Holy crap.
And you can zoom in, and you can say, "I wonder what this one does." and click on it, and then it'll tell you the pinout.
Nice.
Well, I thought Tesla did all this work to get rid of all these connectors.
Well, this is how many connectors you have. Imagine a normal car.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Imagine if they'd have had this on our Model 3 when they were having the
Like,
wiring problem.
Here's the rear camera, right?
I'm just guessing they didn't.
This, I think.
That should be, because that's at the top of the tailgate.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's what the camera connectors look like. They're just that little tiny connector, about yay big.
Does it
Yeah,
tell
this
you
is
how
your
to
trailer
undo the
710.
connect? Does it tell you how to undo the connector? Because, you know, a lot of them, you pull this one and you push that one. You know, those connectors are really hard to undo sometimes if you don't know the magic trick to them.
I don't think it shows any of that in this. Sometimes in the service manual, it'll give some information depending on the connector. Some of them it doesn't really say anything specific.
Yeah,
Other
some
ones
of them
it does.
it's easy enough to figure out, but some of them is, especially those little ones, it's really hard to see how they come apart.
Yeah, this is your autopilot ECU connections here.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This, you could spend all day playing around with this. Then you can get to your HVAC system.
Oh, wow.
Octavalve.
Yep, you can see your octavalve. It'll tell you kind of the position if it's running a parallel or a series configuration. You can do a test thermal performance. It goes full heat, full cold. Make sure it reaches all the correct targets. This will tell you the temperature of the air coming out of each vent. So it's 11 degrees Celsius on my side, and the target is 12. The right is 12
12 and a
and a
half,
half.
13.
So you're overshooting your target, and I'm undershooting my side.
It's interesting.
What is this? Dry cabin wet. HEPA filter 99% health. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
So, will it dehumidify the cabin?
Well, using AC kind of does
Right,
dehumidify
sure.
the cabin.
Well, the reason I say that is I actually, in the GMC and in the van, when I park them under the carport, it's outdoors. I actually have one of those little...
just a dehumidifier
in them.
that you just stick in it.
Yep.
So that's the dry side of the system. And this is the cabin side. So you can go through the different... So I guess this is the incoming air.
Right, incoming air, I guess.
And this is what's coming out of the system. It's really cool. Then you can go through, your brake stiffness tests and make sure all of your braking system. This does not use a brake-by-wire system like the Model Y uses.
Right, Model Y is fully brake-by-wire, yeah.
But this is still an eye booster.
So it still has hydraulic brakes?
Yeah, essentially it's a electric booster to...
Yeah, electrically assisted.
Okay.
Tesla's been doing electrically assisted brakes since 2014?
Oh, that long?
I think so.
What was in the early S's?
The early S's are still a vacuum.
Mm.
That's why you can hear the vacuum pump when you start the car on the
Yeah.
on the early cars. Yeah.
Okay.
So they have a vacuum pump to draw a vacuum to. Yeah.
Well, that's
Here's all of your steering situation. So you can see your dual redundant steering motors up front. This is all the force feedback here. You can see the Newton meters of torque that I'm putting on. Oh no, it's degrees that's coming on there. And then your rear axle steering actuators back there. Suspension's pretty cool because you can see your gallery pressure that holds a ton of not only pressure but also volume of air to raise and lower the Cyber super quickly. I think we can, yeah, there's your scuba valve, reservoir. You can deflate the reservoir and dump the whole.
Oh yeah.
You can go bag by bag too and deflate.
Yeah.
So you could raise the front all the way up, deflate the rear, and really be in Carolina mode.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was a feature that Tesla was going to do, so it makes it easier to load things into the bed.
Yeah, puts a lot of geometry, kinematic stress on the bushings when you start moving the truck too much when it's in a locked position.
Okay.
But
Right, I had even heard when I got Ruby, it's better to change the suspension height when you're in motion. Don't just stand there in a park space and adjust the suspension. So I followed that rule.
same here. You're
Doesn't
not
mean you
pushed
can't,
against
but
sort of that binding
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
So what's so funny is this whole time we've been trying to get this iPad to connect to the Lightship. where this tablet is still will not.
It's still trying to connect.
So what were the alerts to check? It says there's 2.
That was the camera pitch roll yaw thing.
It was Don's driving. Okay, yeah.
Right, he was sliding it around, I guess.
That's me, baby.
Well, thanks for that tour. That was really cool. So, what they do, we used to hook up the tablet to the car, like for everything. Establish a VPN and do servicing stuff. Have they just moved more of that to the service mode and a little less need for the tablet now, or the laptop, or?
Well, so they've added a lot more functionality to service mode, but there are still some things that do require the Toolbox subscription to do. And in fact, some of the features in service mode are hidden if you're not in service mode plus. So, and you have to have a Toolbox subscription to enable service mode plus.
Okay.
But they have enabled a lot more capability to do the functionality just directly on the screen in the vehicle compared to the older stuff. But you do still have to have a, Toolbox subscription to activate it, and some things do still have to be done in Toolbox on the laptop.
So where's the RJ45 plug? How do you hook up?
So on all the newer stuff, they've actually gone to OBD2.
Okay.
So they use an OBD2 connector for
really?
diagnostic stuff. Yeah.
And is that back here on the console for the Cybertruck, like
No,
it was?
it's under the dash.
Under the dash.
Yeah. So on the older, like Model S and Model X, all the legacy cars, they have a it's not an RJ45 port, but it is it's just a little tiny 4-pin connector.
Yeah.
On the earliest of cars, it's hidden in the side of the dash. And then once you get to like 2014, they hit it behind the cubby underneath the screen.
Okay.
That's where Ruby's is.
That's
Our
right. That's
17X, because we've had one of those
Yeah.
tools hooked up to Ruby so we could
Yeah.
read certain values.
And there's 2 different connectors under there. So there's a big rectangular connector, a
Right.
white one that's about yay big, that you can plug a Bluetooth OBD2 dongle into.
Right.
But there's a separate connector that's sort of a blue-green color, and that's
Okay.
what you'd actually use with Toolbox, is that little blue-green connector.
Right, because I've seen them come out with the laptop, and I thought it was an RJ45. It was very small.
It's a similar size.
Yeah.
And then when Model 3 first came out, they had a little rectangular 4-pin connector hidden under the dash that you'd plug into, and then later on they switched to an RJ45.
Well, how come they had the Model 3 and stuff? They had to tear up to put the
back of the console. Yeah,
If
with
you wanted
Ben
to put an
one time
If you wanted to do that Tesla tool, the battery monitor, you had to put the cable in the console back here.
But you're just tying into the CAN bus.
Right.
So
I can't get this thing to connect at all. I'm going to stand closer to it.
Try
It could be
and
the
get closer
Cybertruck's
to it.
blocking the signal.
What was I saying?
The CAN bus. You're hooking in behind the console just to get access to the CAN bus.
Yeah, you're just getting access to the CAN bus.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's essentially all you're doing. There's literally there's 2 sides of a connector in there, so you're unplugging it and then plugging something in that's a bridge.
That's exactly right.
What other weird stuff is there for? Oh, so early Palladium Model S and X require a media converter to do diagnostics with.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so
Why'd they do that?
Who knows? It's only for like the first maybe year or so of production they had the media converter. And it's a pain because the hardware is expensive, and who knows why they did it. I don't know if they were trying to have things be a bit more encrypted or something to make serviceability
slow that third-party service down.
I don't know if that's why they did it or if they did it for other reasons, but then they switched just to being normal serviceability stuff, just like for Model 3 and Y. And I can't remember when they switched to having OBD2. I think that all Cybertrucks have OBD2, and I think that they switched to it for the refreshed 3 and Y. I'm not sure when they did it for Palladium S and X, but anyway, yeah.
Well, I'll have to look on ours to see on our Juniper Model Y if I can find the ODB2 connector.
Yeah, it should just be on the driver's side under the dash someplace.
So that hooks to the CAN bus also, or is that really tying into the old? Is it really ODB2 or is it?
It's not OBD2 in the traditional sense. It's just the OBD2 style connector.
Right.
And basically, if you order the connector for it, it's actually an RJ45 that goes into an OBD2, like almost like an adapter. Yeah.
So Kyle, about the battery. So if you really are towing, we're doing this with RV, a travel trailer, or whatever you want to call it. But if you had a trailer, a normal trailer for business, would it make sense to put a battery in it and a drive motor on it to increase your range? Would that make sense, or is that sort of a waste? In other words, the RV off-grid lifestyle. The battery plays a good advantage for that, but just for the range increase, does that make sense? Versus the Tesla wanted to put the battery in the bed.
We actually talked about that the other day.
Oh, we had a deep discussion about this. So you're thinking on the right track. Alex and I both think that the best thing Lightship could do almost would be to just sell their Trek Drive system. Because clearly their unit's given us a bunch of problems this last week. It's hard to develop an entire electric car and an entire house and then make them work together smoothly.
Right.
And the Trek Drive seems to be, for the most part, pretty dialed in.
Okay, just so you know, we have a turn signal fault back on.
Oh no, we do. But on the right side. So I wonder if that means Trek Drive won't work again.
I'm worried.
Okay, we'll see. All
right, so where were we when we had to go talk about turn signals?
Marianne, before we get into that, this Cybertruck tows like a beast. Just getting out of the R1T, which is a great towing vehicle, and into this, it's a whole nother level of substantial towing feel. Like this, I can't even tell the trailer's back there. With the Rivian, I could tell the trailer was back there.
Yeah.
This is just awesome.
Well, I am so glad to hear that. I have had a couple of light loads, but loads nonetheless, coming home from Lowe's Home Improvement lately, and I would say that you really don't notice a load in the back of this thing very much. The weight distribution and stuff is just great.
Yeah, it's a real useful vehicle, this thing.
Yeah, well, it's got a pretty high tow limit, right? The Cybertruck's like 12,000 pounds or
it's
something?
11. Same as Rivian.
Okay.
Yeah, same as Rivian, but just feels more substantial.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, now we got to get back to the
Trek Drive conversation. Yeah.
So you're filming on your thing,
Yeah.
right?
I am, yes.
Great. Back to the Trek Drive in a utility trailer format.
Right. So, yeah, you could do a utility trailer or, flat deck car trailer or whatever. But that would be really cool.
Yeah, I think the benefits would be there, Don.
Okay.
The cost would be the tough part.
Right.
So what Lightship charges, and I'm not saying this is their cost at all, this is just the option on the website. Every Lightship now comes with their 69 and a bit kilowatt hour usable battery. Another thing that's different is Lightship told us last time you were here that it was a 77 kilowatt hour battery.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's actually 69 kilowatt hours.
It's actually 69. Yeah. So they didn't even know that.
Right.
Which is just
That's
insane.
it's okay to be off by a kilowatt or so, right? Rounding error, but that's 10 kilowatts.
That's a gross versus usable conversation, and
That's right.
they did not understand the word usable, I guess.
I guess so.
Because they even have it in writing to me that we market it as 77 kilowatt hours usable. That's what the head of marketing said to me.
Right.
Then about 4 messages later, they said, actually, it's 77 gross, 69.2 usable.
Right.
Or 69.7. I think it's 69.2. So they charge $20,000 for Trek Drive, which is not the battery.
Right, because the battery's in all of them.
It's in all of them.
$20,000 just for the motor.
Just for the little
and
80 kilowatt
drivetrain system, yeah.
off-the-shelf 3-in-1 motor, that probably cost them $2,500. I don't know.
Yeah. Depending on volume and whatever.
Yeah, probably not doing too much volume. Let's say that costs them $5,000 for the motor.
Sure.
The problem is a utility trailer, like a flat trailer. You guys have seen mine before. I paid $6,000 new about 4 years ago for that trailer. Been the best trailer ever. Everyone's got to have a utility trailer. No one's going to be spending, if the motor's $20,000.
Yeah.
Then the battery's probably 40.
It outprices. It makes it stupid expensive for what it is.
So if there's a company that's willing to integrate a cheap electric motor, like find the cheapest induction motor you can find.
Right.
Size doesn't really matter. Weight does matter.
I do find it a little puzzling that they decided to use a permanent magnet motor.
Yeah, I thought that same thing.
Same. Like, why would they do that?
Right.
Cost goes up, rare earth goes up.
Well, plus it complicates
You have a bit of an efficiency advantage, but the difference is going to be pretty small.
Well, and an induction motor at high speed, which is when you want it, could actually be more efficient than a permanent magnet motor in certain situations.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean, they're not even using it below 15 miles an hour.
Which is where you get the benefit.
Where you get a lot of the other benefits of a permanent magnet is low speed, but yeah, it doesn't matter, so...
Yeah, there's a lot of questionable choices with that. So if you really made an optimized chassis system with a cheap motor, LFP batteries, let's just say, you could probably get that total cost down to, what do you think, $12,000?
Maybe. I don't know.
But even then, is it worth spending $12,000 on top of a $6,000 utility trailer just for some range? The answer is no.
Yeah.
So then you have to look at the utility and fleet services type companies.
Right.
When you get up to the semi level.
Yeah.
Because now you're spending $60,000 to $80,000 for a utility trailer.
Right.
And if you spend an extra 20 or 30, now you're no longer doubling or tripling the cost of the trailer.
Right.
And you're improving fuel economy or electric semi range with the trailer. And that's what range EV, that's what they're doing.
Something like that.
Yeah. By the way, there's no cruise control in this truck, so I'm trying to stay 70 GPS-ish. So we'll try and do roughly the same drive loop on the way back. Yeah. For those who think we're driving too fast, the tires are rated to 77.
We've been off-roading today! Yay! Well, we are Trek driving, and the efficiency is definitely lower than without it. And
yeah, it's basically 200 watt hours per mile
less. Yeah, we're at 580. Say we're at 580 and we were at 780.
Right.
Roughly. That's close enough.
And we're actually not even halfway through our test here.
Yeah, we still get the regen cycle on the other end of it.
We'll still get the regen cycle on the other end, and we still have our big acceleration up to freeway speed. So that efficiency is going to continue to
get amortized over the distance.
All right. That sounds promising.
Yeah, looking good.
So, obviously the other day we weren't sure if the turn signal problem and the Trek Drive problem were the same problem. But today Trek Drive is working and we still have the turn signal problem. So they seem to not be related. They just happen to be happening at the same time the other day. And there'll be some more discussion in Kyle's video about voltage drops and how that could be, and go watch Kyle's video.
But it is interesting that it's the right side today that's not working, whereas the other day the left side was the one that was giving us problems.
Right. Yep. So I'm going to tease Kyle here just a bit. We found out in the last video that he has this anti-nausea app or something running on his phone.
Yes.
And I want you to know that most of the time while Kyle's driving, it doesn't go off. But every once in a while, it's like, oh, we did some fast braking, and the little bubbles appear right away on the phone. So
it's a really good feature. It's built into every iPhone.
Okay.
Under accessibility features.
Okay.
And if you get, like as riding as a passenger, if you get car sick, it really does seem to help.
It does. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see the bubbles too much today, but a few times, just a few. I'm sure if we were out on the track, it would just be bubble all the way.
All the bubbles.
I I am determined to have coffee when I need it.
That's right.
So we have this $14 thrift store purchase from Guardian Angel Thrift. I talk about them all the time, but their money goes to Alzheimer's research. They're a great nonprofit. I'm on the board. Okay. So we have Keurig. We have filled it in advance with the water on the side. It should be enough for mine and Dawn's coffee. And I brought my K-Cups, my heavy whipping cream, and my monk fruit so I can sweeten mine. And my cup has ice in it because I have to have my coffee on ice. But we'll start out. Here you go, Donnie.
Yeah, but the real key to making this work is to have the $80,000 Cybertruck.
Okay.
But you're saving money.
Yes, we're going to save a fortune. But we saved money on the
we have to
Keurig.
power it
was only
on.
14 bucks.
All right, so you started to plug it in, and I
Yes,
told you no, wait until we're filming.
Yes,
so
right.
Now you can plug it
So I'm
in.
doing my
I
part.
don't have power. More power.
I don't know. I don't know if we have the outlets on. Does it light up?
No, it doesn't light up. Well, we had this discussion. Can we be charging and power at the same time? So figure it out. Come on. This is where this is the
charging. You can. Try and switch them on before you unplug.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you're supercharging, you can. They
Oh.
won't hear me, but maybe you can.
Okay. So if you're supercharging, Kyle says you can absolutely run the outlets, but we're going to start by turning the outlets on inside the truck, and then
Outlets.
if that doesn't work, we'll unplug. Because we're getting free juice right now. Don likes free juice.
We have found out, it actually tells you on the screen that they are disabled because you are charging on AC.
So we have more power, but we can't use power.
Right.
Okay. I'm sure there must be a valid
All right.
reason for that.
So we are now no longer charging on AC.
PC charging
Uh-huh.
shows the output as well, the PCS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't do both.
Can't do both. Can't.
So now you have to power it on again from in there now to let
I
you,
don't know. I'll look.
because I don't seem to still have power. This is our first time using the outlets in the back of the truck. I need
but
to
this
understand
time
the
they
work.
came on.
I need to
We didn't have to
understand-
turn them on.
I need it. There we go. I need it, and we're going to just run Dawn's twice at 6 ounces.
That's right.
That's my plan.
Because I need.
Go.
To initialize.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
it didn't seem like it.
We
chose.
don't know. This is the first
Oh.
time we've used this coffee maker.
Open the top.
Uh-huh.
Now plug it back in. Like, no. Sorry.
Close it.
Close it.
Now hit 6.
Now hit 6.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, listen
See,
to the
I have
sound.
the fancy Keurig Duo at home,
It
and
does.
it doesn't have any of those
Restrictions.
restrictions.
This is like the on-off button.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Johnny has one at his apartment. It's only this wide, and it takes one amount of water up here. And every time I try to use it, I'm like, Johnny, just run the coffee for me because it doesn't.
Yeah.
Listen to the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell the coffee.
Better than Starbucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Charbucks.
Let's see.
Well, that's because you don't drink their coffee.
I do now, but I don't like it. But I
Yeah,
like the
it's
experience.
Yeah.
too burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's say it saves $3 a cup when we make it off of this. And how many in the $80,000 divided by 3? So that's like 240,000.
Oh, stop it already.
24,000. I'm sorry. 24,000 cups of coffee, and we'll break even.
That won't be too long. The right you drink.
So if I want to run it again, I got to open it and close
Probably
it again?
so.
Because I want to run it twice. Because Dawn's not
I
going to
want
make
my full cup of
make
coffee.
do on only 6 ounces.
But only one pod.
Only one pod.
That's
so
right.
Just double the water.
Double.
You're just getting them hydrated. Better.
That's right.
Well, I could
Well-
have put a new pot in there, but
No, takes longer to drink. Lasts a little longer. You're right. I would rather have it nice and strong, but I don't
like
need it.
it.
Yeah. This is
well, I
not
can
first
pour
thing in
that
the-
over my ice, and you can make your own. Let's do that. Let's do that, because then we can stop filming. I'll use that coffee, and then you
All
can
right.
make your coffee.
Whatever you would like.
Wait for me.
All right, I'm stopped.
All right, so I'm going to pour this one over ice so Don can have he can make some more full test coffee. That's all I can fit. You'll have to deal with the little residue. And the cream that I had in the cooler,
Oh yeah.
lots of cream. Oh, look at the cream.
Don't worry about it getting too full. It won't be too full.
Well, it might be a little full now. And the monk fruit.
Perfect.
A little sweet, just a little sweet to go along with my coffee. And I'm going to be such a happy camper now. And we have the first
Well, we
cup of
have the
coffee.
camper right here.
Yum. Now I'm a happy girl.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you, Kyle. So Alex's stuff is here. See the truck?
Had a big trailer got dropped off with all my stuff in it, so I need to work on getting everything unpacked. I've gotten a few crates and stuff kind of opened
Okay.
up,
But it's here. How exciting.
it's here. So the big thing is going to be getting everything unpacked and organized, which organization is not my strong suit, but I'm going to try and make an effort to try and have a little bit more organized.
But you got to start out with a certain look, right? And then project mode happens.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've got to work on getting everything set up here. I need to get a second lift in here, so there's only one lift in the shop currently, so I need a second lift in the space.
It's too short. My head. You need it longer.
Longer chair.
So this lift is cool for cars with batteries?
Yep.
Okay. And you're and you plan to add a second one?
Yeah, so I'm going to add a second lift.
Okay.
This lift is decent. The arms on it are a little bit thick, so anything that's low clearance might be a little bit tricky to get onto it. I'll probably have to get a set of just the real short ramps. They're kind of designed for, for putting cars that are low onto the lift. But yeah, this lift, the arms are a little on the thick side. So whatever I put over here on the other side, I'd like to try and get something that's a little bit more low profile. But yeah.
All right. Well, we're excited to have you here in North Carolina for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah. Kyle's going to show you something.
Check your tailgate.
Oh, I'm going to check my tailgate.
Okay.
Holy crap.
There you go. That's the power share gateway.
Wow.
Yep.
This might get Don out of trouble. We're in trouble.
Kind of cool. If I remember how to open this, let's think about it. I used to have this thing open all the time. There's a latch right here. You have to push in and pull up. And you've got your breakers. I've included breakers at no extra charge.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So you have two 60 amps that I was running 48 amp wall connectors off of.
Okay.
And then 25 for my air conditioning. You can obviously scrub all this.
Uh-huh.
You've got your part numbers and some other stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then if you pull this back, you'll see all the coils
All
to
right.
handle some of the 240, 120, some
Okay.
other stuff.
Yep. Very cool.
An extra space for breaker here as well.
Well, I will get the PDF manual and read up on this thing.
Yeah, and I've got some extra, just some small cabling that I'll give you as well because it's of no use to me. And if you happen to use it, that's great. Other than that, I think the biggest problem is going to be the software side of this.
Sure.
I think Tesla, and thankfully we know some folks over there, but I'm hoping they enable your Cybertruck to work on a gateway that you didn't purchase.
Okay.
And I just don't know what their stance is on a non-electrician
Yeah.
or whatever. You didn't buy it through them through the process. So.
Well, we have a licensed electrician friend who's a licensed electrician. I'll talk to him a little bit and see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that process goes.
Yep.
As maybe the first after sales or aftermarket
Oh, right, sure.
gateway. That'll be really cool for your viewers to follow along
Yep.
with. Because this is what makes the Cybertruck double
That's right.
as not just a driving device. It's now an energy storage device.
Right.
And that was important to me.
Yeah.
So we have to get the version 3 wall connector thing.
You need the version 3 wall connector, which I just tried to look and I can't find them here. They're buried in my trailer somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But maybe that's not true. Let me check. I might have one. Oh, I don't.
Oh.
The one I have is a Gen 3 wall connector, but you need the one that has the J1772 plug in there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. You need the yeah, I have a Gen 3 wall connector sitting in a box, but it won't work with this.
Okay. Oh well.
So sorry, but you'll get the wall connector, and then this will do all the stuff.
Okay.
Way cool. I'm in Kyle's Model S. Wow, and another real steering wheel.
We replaced it.
Okay, but it's so you put in an older version?
Did you put in an older version or you got a new?
The steering wheel. Okay, first retrofit test lever. So this was a yoke, and you put this in. But all I'm saying is it's a real steering wheel. It's not dinky. It's not. Yeah, I guess it's not leather though. No, this I could. So Ruby's leather steering wheel. When we do her review again, we're gonna talk steering wheels. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, this is cool. We're here at Smithfield's. And we are going to plug into the destination charger while we're here. We're just going to go in and get a half pint of barbecue each, like we did the other day, and that's dinner. I think we're scheduled to be home at 8:05, but that's before this stop. So let's just say we'll be pulled in, hopefully, at the house by 8:30. The cats won't disown me. I'll just film while Dawn is plugging in. It's not like we're going to pull a lot of electricity, but if you want to know, this charger's free.
Okay.
I mean, it is, right?
Yes,
you didn't have to tell. You didn't have to negotiate with ChargePoint.
Yeah, just plugged in.
If they were, it is a. Is it a charge point or Tesla Tesla destination?
Just like we have at home.
So okay. So they just don't have the new chargers that let them charge yet. They installed. This is one of the older ones that.
That's right.
But it's not like it's going to pull a whole lot of electricity. It's not going to be very expensive for them. Is all I was trying to say.
That's right. It's 40 amps, so it's on a 50 amp circuit. It's 245 volts. It's not 208. So this is a good voltage for this kind of situation. They obviously do not have three-phase electricity here. They're on single phase just like we are there, and that's why it's 245. Otherwise it would have been 208.
Okay, so we're getting 23 mile an hour?
23 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Charging at 10 kilowatts.
Alrighty. Well, I made a post on X and thanked Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue for the good food and the destination charger. And I was noticing here that it even shows the little cute destination charger. So Don and I did order a universal wall connector for the Cyberport that is compatible with PowerShare and the Gateway. And we ordered it from Tesla. Well, it's 7:40 and it's starting to get dark, but I'm going to at least start this 278 piece telescope. I got bag one done. That was the solar system model that was included with the telescope. You know, the telescope's got to have something to point at. It's a few minutes after 8 now, and I can't see what I'm doing anymore, and I'm stopping. So we're home at 8:30 and 29%, and yep. All's good.
All's good.
I haven't laid my eyes on every kitty yet, but I've seen at least one of the orange guys. I think it might have been Marty and Stripe.